And hello. Welcome in. This is Magi. Today we're playing Venba, which is currently part of Humble Choice. And I just wanted to upload a playthrough of it. It's a bit of a shorter indie cooking puzzler game with a lot of themes and topics that hit very close to home for me. So I'm looking forward to playing it. By the way, we'll go into the options real quick to just showcase these. The game doesn't start at 100% volume, which is amazing. We can turn off the camera bob, but I'm not sure if it's going to be that bad yet. I'm going to turn off controller vibrations. So I'm not going to play with a controller, but it's plugged in and everything, so it's a bit annoying when it, you know. Let me just see if I can turn it down a little bit. Let's play the game. Let me just quickly... do something. Okay, now it's too quiet. Think well before you dare, and never ruminate once in action. 1988? Leaving already? Oh, sorry. Did I wake you? What time is it? 8. How are you feeling? Nauseous. Just like yesterday. Ah. Okay, I'll call your school and say you can't come in today. I was just about to leave for work. You should go back to sleep. What about your lunch? There's some leftover idli batter and garlic chutney from yesterday. You can steam some idlis quickly. I don't know if I can figure all that out. It's okay, I was just about to leave. It's just idlis, very easy. It will take too long, Venba. Don't worry. I can just survive on the coffee machine. Fine, I'll make it then. Wait 5 minutes. Venba, really, it's fine. No. I need to make lunch for myself anyway. Just tell the school I'll be done in a minute. Okay. Men, am I right? Venba. Titular character. That's weird. That's us. Okay, let's get this done fast. Although... should I try my mother's recipe for once? The way I make idlis are never as soft as hers. And it would always cheer me up when I'm feeling sick. I should just make them her way today. If the recipe is still readable, that is. Tools: idli, plate, towel, cooker, ingredients, water, batter. Holes to let the steam through. These also have holes so batter can cook. Make sure to something or it will leak. Arrange plates so steam can cook batter properly. I've not made idli with these kinds of plates before. The only difference from mine seems to be the holes on the plates. The recipe also calls for towels. I'm not sure why. But Amma swears this method makes the idlis a lot softer. Probably should take the water first. No point putting a plate without batter in the cooker. I don't think I should cover the batter with a towel. let's do more. I see. Never mind. I know why. Okay. So we'll chuck these in. We'll rotate these. Take the batter. Take the batter again. Put it in there. You should close the lid before turning it on. I see. Alright, let's see how it turns out. Maybe I should have put the towel over there. Let's remove the lid and see how it turned out. It seems the batter leaked through the plate holes and spilled everywhere. Let's try again. Last time I added the batter like this, batter leaked through the tiny holes. I should try something different. Maybe a towel would help stop the leak. Alright. Alright, let's see how it turns out. It should be long enough. Let's remove the lid and see how it turned out. Ah, it's done. Successfully make idlis. Put chutney. Achievement. Oh wow, you even took the time to make our faces. I think you forgot about my beard though. You really didn't have to do this. What else could I do? My husband can't figure out idlis. Venba, I told you to go to sleep. You've been feeling sick and exhausted. You didn't have to cook. It's not a big deal if I skip lunch once. Pavelan. You make me choose between resting and letting you starve. That's not a fair choice to me. You're not letting me starve. I know, but that's what it feels like. And even if I had let you leave, I couldn't sleep peacefully. I'd feel too guilty. I know I shouldn't, but you know I would. Is it so hard for you to cook, even on days like this? You're right, sorry. Did you look for tickets back home? Yes, it's expensive, but we can manage it. So do you think we should go? I don't know. Let me ask the boss again if he can make me full-time. But unless the school gives you more shifts, or my boss changes his mind, it's going to be tough to stay in Canada. You know, there are other options, but I wouldn't mind going back. I'm sure I can teach again at my old job. And there's nothing really keeping us here. It would be nice. Okay, well, why don't you leave with me now? I'll walk you to the doctor's office before I go to work. Oh no, I'm sure all I need is some sleep. You've been saying that for 2 days now. Come on, I'll walk you. Doctors are free here. Free in quotation marks. Venba, are you home? What did the doctor say? So the boss didn't even consider it. Unless a miracle happens, I say we start packing. What's with you? You never told me what the doctor said. Well, I think you should eat first. Okay. Idlis again. Ah. What has gotten into you today? Aww. So I guess this means we have a reason to stay. I mean, raising a child child back home wouldn't be so bad either. But there's a chance at a very different life here. It's only going to get more expensive though, and we're barely scraping by as is. We can't provide everything other parents would be able to. What if they resent us for that when they grow up? Maybe moving back to India is the best option after all. But then they could resent us for taking away this opportunity. What do you think, Venba? Why aren't you saying anything? I don't know, it's funny to see you worry like this. Are you not worried? I don't know. I feel very calm for some reason. That makes one of us. Pavelan, don't worry. I'm sure they'll all turn out fine. How can you be so sure? It's our child. How else could they turn out? Being outshone by one's children is a universally desired form of sweet defeat. 1994. My name is Fowlan, sir. Pavelan, sir. Kevin. What did you run off to? Sir, it would be my privilege to work with you. Pardon me, sir? I don't have time to play, Kevin. I have a lot of work to do. Yes, sir. I've managed transport of hundreds of units of inventory per day. Pardon me, sir? Kevin, there you are. What are you wearing? Where's your shirt? It's a cape. Take that off. Let's get you dressed. No, I like it. The job was in India, sir, but... Kevin, wait there. Don't run. Kevin, come back here. This has become a routine now. Yes, sir. Bachelor of Science in Physics, sir. Ayo, that towel is so dirty, da. Here, wear this shirt, Connor. No. But, sir, you can just take me on probation period, maybe? I'm driven, self-started, and a quick learner, sir. Put this on, Connor. Hurry up now. But I don't want to. Speak in Tamil, Kevin. I can't even understand what you're saying. You don't have to pay until then. Please, Connor. Understand, sir. Yes, good boy. Okay. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for considering me. Good day. Hello, Mr. Bachelor of Science. What happened? Same old. It's time for it to go. They didn't buy the hundreds of units of inventory story? That's not entirely untrue. I helped out in a grocery store when I was 12, and you were paid in candy. Oh, well, I've only worked as a writer back home. I don't see myself getting a job for that here. Not with my English. I spend half these calls asking them to repeat themselves. I should watch cartoons with Kevin. If I can understand those shows, maybe I can understand these people too. Yay! We can watch Batman together, Upper. Yes, but your son is going to forget Tamil at this rate. Did you know his friends call him Kevin? What's wrong with that? Speaking Tamil, da. Well, what's wrong with that? It's only one letter that's different anyways. Names tell stories. It's a way for people to learn about you and where you're from. You shouldn't be afraid to correct your friends. It's your name after all. Who else is going to tell them? And Kevin means beautiful. It's such a lovely name and it suits you so well. I don't want to be beautiful. I just want to be Kevin. I'm just Kevin. This reminds me of my childhood. Like, I would spend like half my childhood correcting people. With my name. But my brothers had it, like, they didn't mind it all that much. Their names are like, you know, they've got an R at the end, you know, an IR at the end. But Germans don't know how to say ir, you know? they'll say ear. Which is so weird. I don't get where they're getting that from. Even as a linguist, I'm not sure how that makes sense. Like, if the R is so hard, why don't they just leave it out? That would make more sense. You know, just like how people do, instead of saying father, they say fata. Or in English, father, father. You know, they do that because it's easier. He's brighter than us, Venba. He's learned to adapt. We haven't. But also, like, I guess, you know, his name is Carvin. I called him Kevin so far because I've been pronouncing it very quickly. But also wouldn't know how to pronounce it. I guess Carvin. He's learned to adapt. We haven't. You know, he aced yesterday's English quiz? He did? Really? Good job. We should celebrate Dakana. What do you want to eat? I'll make something special. Oh, can we order pizza? Speaking Tamil, Kevin. I want pizza. How about something better? Like parota. Dosa? Idiyappam? Ghee dosa? Biryani? Curry dosa? No, I'm tired of all these. I said I want pizza. Extra cheese. Extra toppings. Eat pizza all the time. Carvin. Have you ever had putu? No? What's that? Well, I've only seen my mother make it before. It's a lot of fun to make. Reminds me of a rocket. Rocket? Yes, a lot of steam comes out when you make it. It looks just like a rocket launching. It does? Yes. But you know what? Let's just order pizza. There's no rocket, but you get a nice cardboard box. Oh, jeez. She's just like my mother. And I'm not Indian. Will it really look like a rocket launch? Do you want to see it? Oh, the struggle. Alright, let's get started. I haven't made this before, but Amma has a recipe on it. Hopefully it's readable. Where's the rocket? We need to make the flour first now. When I grew up, and my siblings were born, my mother had to also start working. So she did her German exam and then started working at a hotel. And basically, she had us go to the kindergarten all day, you know, until 4 p.m. basically. So she would return home with us, and then my father would come later home from work and everything. And as a result, we forgot Albanian. We forgot our mother tongue, which was rough. That said, I started learning it again later because I hated going on vacation to our home country, Kosovo, only to then have my parents translate everything because I didn't understand a word. And eventually I just started like learning it again, and I only started speaking Albanian with my parents. Like I couldn't speak German with them anymore. Meanwhile, my siblings still, like, they understood Albanian, they just didn't know how to speak it. And I later learned it too, again. So it's a struggle when you grow up as like, you know, your parents just migrated over and you're like the first generation basically of people living in the country. I'm not sure if they call you then the second generation immigrant, but either way, it gets rough. It's a struggle, you know, language, iteration, everything. Ingredients: rice and water. Blend the rice. Separate fine rice from chunks. Something with the chunks. Combine 500 grams of fine rice with water. Alright, let's make some flour. When do we get the rocket part? Sunda, be patient. Should make the sieve over the howl to catch everything. Well, recipe says adding flour to the rice is the final step. Do you think this is right? No. This is way too runny. We must have added less than 500 grams of rice. We need to find a way to use all of it. Or maybe we'll have to blend it again. Okay, I can't do that. Maybe I'll have to sieve it again. Let's blend that stuff again. Gotta use it all. Gotta use it all. Rice flour. I think this is perfect. What does this feel like flour, even though there was so much water? We have to mix the water and flour little by little. The final consistency should be slightly wet sand. Alright, that wasn't too hard. Amma, when will we get to the rocket? Oh damn, what is that? Flour coconut, tablespoon 3 of water. Put coconut layers as far away from each other as possible. Right, this is straightforward. Assemble the parts so that water steams and cooks what's above. Tricky part is figuring out how much rice and coconut is needed. And in what order. Coconut can crumble easily. Or water goes to the bottom part. Pot to kettle. So it's 3 tablespoons here, here, and here, and 4 tablespoons each here, I guess. Coconut flour, put the flour. Oh, I just noticed. It says 3, but it's like in total. Put the flour, coconut. Wait, we need to put coconut layers as far away from each other. Oh, so it's coconut first. And then putto, coconut, putto, coconut, lid. And that should do it. It's lunchtime, Kevin. I guess it is. Like it was yesterday, complete one recipe without messing up. Successfully launched putto. Wow, that was so cool. Venba, I can't believe it didn't fall. Amma, can we do that again? I'm hungry. We're unable to offer you a secondary teacher position at this time. However, we encourage you to apply again next year. Is he asleep? I think so. Calvin? Yes, he is. Good. So the interview, another dead end? Yes. I think I knew that before I took the call. No relevant Canadian work experience. We'll keep you on file. I don't know. I feel like I deluded us into thinking we can make it work here. Well, don't worry. I'll go to the employment office again tomorrow. What? I know you don't like Suresh, but I think you should take that sales job at his company. It's all about who you know here. We barely know anyone. We're not in a position to pick and choose our help. I thought moving here would be a chance to start over. That even here, we still have to beg people like Suresh. It's not begging, I know. I'll call him tomorrow. Thank you. But honestly, I think you're more qualified for sales than I am. I mean, the way you sold Carvin on the Puto today? You're really good with kids. I can't believe you're having a hard time teaching in school. Well, it's not like teaching back home. It makes me worry about Carvin. Why? Well, back home, I could get the class to laugh, open up, get him in the mood to learn, you know? But it's harder here. What does it have to do with Carvin? I just feel that there's a wall between me and my class. I can't connect with them. They lead very different lives than we did. And I feel that same wall growing around Carvin. How do you mean? What if I can't connect with Carvin? It's hard even to talk to him. It just feels like he's growing further away from us. The other day he told me he wished he had his own room like his friends. He said he needs his privacy. What 5-year-old needs privacy? That's true. Can you even imagine asking for something like that when you were a kid? It's like he's in a different world than us. Well, it's more than just that. He doesn't eat lunch at school, he's not interested in anything we do. He brings it back every day with some excuse. I don't know if the other kids make fun of him for it, or if he's embarrassed. I don't know, I'm worried. These things bother me too. But we choose to bring him up here. We chose to bring him up here, not him. We did it because we thought he'd have a better life here, and he does. This place comes with better education opportunities, but it also comes with its own culture, language, values. We can't pick and choose the ones we want and ask him to ignore from the others. I think it's natural that any kid wants to fit in, right? That is true. That is very true. I remember once bringing, because like I had to get up super early for like for something before school, and then I had school as well, and I just ended up packing some food from like leftovers from dinner from last night, you know, into like a lunchbox. And people said I was eating worms. It was ground beef. It was ground beef with rice and bell peppers and spices, lots of garlic, etc., onions. It was very, very good. It was just the leftovers from like, usually you would basically it was this puff pastry that has that as a filling, and then you just kind of wrap it in like triangle shapes, sort of, you know. You wrap it like that, and it gets baked, and it's very good. So I just packed a bunch of those into my lunchbox, and when people saw the filling, they thought I was eating worms. But that's, again, it's just ground beef. So yeah. And then people called me worm eater. It happens very quickly. Children can be pretty cruel. And that was like not even the worst part of it. Like, you know, that was like I wasn't. I've gone through worse, so that was like just a minor incident that I remember. Like, I feel like food, especially when it looks a bit different, a lot of people will make fun of it. Just maybe. It's just scary. Don't worry, Venba. He'll turn out just fine. How are you so sure? He's our child. How else will he turn out? That's so adorable. Uh-huh. Those fallen from their resolve are stripped of respect, like hair fallen from the head. 95. It's like, he should be like 7 now? 7, 8? Go on, tell her. His name is Pavalan, he's my dad. P-A-A-V-A-L-A-N. She says Appa is not at the office. Does she know what time he left? Do you know when my dad left the office? Okay, well, does she at least know if he came in today? Did you see my dad today? Ask her if he usually leaves with anybody. Maybe we can call them. Does he usually go home with someone? She says no, Dad usually leaves alone and he's very quiet. She says all the sales staff left at 5 p.m. today. She says he must have left then too. Okay, thank you. Why are we walking through the park, Amma? Do you think Appa will be here? I don't know, Kana. Sometimes your Appa loves to walk instead of taking the bus. If he decided to walk home from the office, it should be through here. But the lady said Appa left at 5. What's taking him so long? Do you think he went somewhere else first? But where would he go for this long? I don't know, Carvin. Enough with your questions. Sorry, Kana, I'm just worried about Appa. Why are you worried? Do you think something happened to him? No, I'm sure he's fine. You don't have to stay quiet, Calvin. Here you can ask me anything you want. Anything? Yes, and I'll answer it. But only if you can ask it in Tamil. Okay? Okay. I can do that. Okay? Okay, I can do that. What did that lady say that Appa is very quiet? He talks a lot at home. Oh, look at you go. See? You can speak. You can speak Tamil when you want to. I don't know. Maybe it's that they don't talk to him. What do you mean? Oh, nothing. He doesn't really like his job, Carvin. Maybe that's why. He was a writer back home, right? Did he like his job then? Oh, yes. He loved to write. How come I never see him write at home? Well, he always writes when something bothers him. Back home, that used to be every day. Maybe you should bug him more. So how did you and Appa meet? You know I'm named after a type of poem, right? Yes, Appa told me. A Venba is kind of like a haiku. The private school where I was teaching was treating both staff and students terribly. No proper equipment or rooms and horrible pay, so we organized a protest. We had signs and boards and dozens of people. One day, we were told a reporter wanted to interview us. We thought this was a big break. But he was the shabbiest person I had ever seen. He looked like he had just woken up. Was it Appa? Yes. Still, I answered all his questions and hoped for the best. A week later, we all read the article that came out in our magazine, but it wasn't an article. It was a poem? It was a Venba. A gorgeous one, too. It was about the school, the students, our protest. And it was about me. Somehow people could ignore our protest, but they couldn't ignore the poem. It received a lot of attention, and as a result, so did our protest. The school was forced to change, and I was smitten. It's too adorable, man. Gee. Why did you move here? It wasn't an easy choice. Pavlin wanted to be with me, and I couldn't imagine being with anyone else. But a lot of people took issue with us being together, and I decided to make it our problem. It was getting really hard to deal with, so we gambled on a fresh start here and took it. Amma, I see Appa. Oh no. Did they beat him up at work? Hair off your head. Complete the park level. Nothing, no matter how dear, should be sought at the expense of one's honor. Oh, 2006. That's much later. His glasses are still not fixed. Oh, just finished cutting up the onions too. I think you should have everything you need. Yes, thanks, Pa. I'll go help Carvin pack. So you like graduated and stuff? From like school? Oh no. Okay, well we'll probably have to just mix everything. Biryani gravy. Okay, this recipe is completely unreadable. Layered biryani is really fancy. I've never made it that way before, but I've seen Amma make it the night before we left India. Maybe I can try remembering them. Now, the beef goes in after we add all the salt and powders. That order is important. Then add water and let it reduce. How am I going to remember all of this? Don't worry, I've added all these instructions to the recipe book I gave you. Now the beef goes in after we add... Okay. There's a logic to the order you add these 4 ingredients. You want all of them to fry in the oil nicely, but the ingredients you add first will always fry more in the oil than the one you add next. Right, so if I want onions to turn golden brown, they need to be fried the most. And remember, once you add tomatoes, they release so much water, it's hard for anything to fry after. Add all these first. These ingredients, so expensive. Amma, why are you going through all of this trouble? It's okay, Dee. It's a big thing to leave to another country. I don't know when I'll be able to cook for you again. So all of these go in first. Right? All of these add first. I can never get tired of how great toasted whole spices smell. Amma, I wish you could see how much these cost here. You would lose your mind over these prices. Beef goes in after we add all the salt and powders. That order's important. Then add water, let it reduce. Gotcha, gotcha. There's a logic to the order you add these 4 ingredients in. You want all of them to fry in the oil nicely, but the ingredients you add first will always fry more in the oil than the next one. But so if I want onions to turn golden brown, they need to be fried first, and then the tomatoes. Chilies, and then tomatoes. Of course, the tomatoes go in last. Went through a lot of trouble for a recipe book, Amma. I'm sorry I couldn't take better care of it, but I'm fixing these now, and I hope Carvin can appreciate when he cooks these, if he ever does. Biryani masala, turmeric, chili powder, salt, marinated beef, water. It smells divine. I think we should just let it simmer for 30 minutes and we can start the layering. Okay. Typically, like with chilies, you know, they don't need to be fried too long. Noticed, personally. And garlic paste, you know, garlic can go in it whenever, you know. If you add it earlier, it might burn, you know, with garlic. But the oil gets the flavor, so it's, you know, it's whatever, it's whatever. I just add it later typically because I don't mind it when it's a little bit undercooked. I like garlic either way. Gravy's done. On what's left is for biryani. We can finish it before Carvin leaves. Layered biryani. Once done, let it sit in low flame for 30 minutes. Wow. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. At least the second part is salvageable. I think the idea is to put everything in the pot, seal tightly, and let it simmer together. The 1, 2, 3 might refer to the different layers of gravy, rice, and other things. But in what order? Maybe I can try to remember. I see, we just add all of these together on top of a rice layer. And that's the final layer? Yes. What's wrong, Amma? Oh, Amma, why are you crying? You know, we'll visit often, and once things are better, we'll come back here. This is our home. Where else will we go? I know, Kana. It's just so far away. Wait, so rice is the final layer? We just add all of these together on top of the rice layer, and that's the final layer? Cilantro, ghee, fried onions, saffron milk, mint, cashews. Wait, did I... How do I... That's lost. Let me just read through that again. Never mind. We just add all of these together on top of a rice layer. And that's the final layer. Yes. What's wrong, Amma? Oh, Amma, why are you crying? All of these together on top of a rice layer. I see. All of these together on top of a rice layer, and that's the final one. So what we'll need to do is all of these together on top of the rice layer. So we'll need to take this away. This stuff is the you know, the gravy. Rice. Add this back. Rice. I think this is right. I just have to cover it with a lid now. I think this is it. I just need to keep the flame very low and let it all cook together. The rice will fully absorb the moisture from the gravy, deeply flavoring it. I can't wait. Should be good now. Looks amazing. It does. I'm hungry. Successfully make the biryani. Family beef. Achievement. No. He's all grown up. How is it? Oh, so good. Beef really is the best. Oh, it's really good. Oh, I'm glad. I won't get many chances to cook for you like this again. Ah, Amma, stop being so dramatic. I'm just moving out for university. Yes, kinda, but we'll miss you. Have you packed everything? It's a long drive. We might have to get gas on the way. Oh, as it turns out, my friends are driving there today after all, so I'll be going with them. Oh. This way you and Appa won't have to drive all day. I was looking forward to the drive. We could all spend some time together before we send you off. It's not a hassle at all for us to drive you. We'd love to. Last chance for us to annoy you with unsolicited advice. Oh, Amma, that would be nice. But I think it's just easier this way. You can always annoy me another time. Okana, sure. Did I even get any of the meat pieces? Or maybe we can drive there next week to drop off some food. I almost forgot. Will your friend's car have enough space for some containers? I don't know, why? I've packed a lot more of a biryani. I also packed some poties, pickles, and sweets. Did you give all the pieces to Carvin? Father. I can't take that in my car. Why not? I packed for your friends too. You can all eat. They don't want to biryani. The whole car will smell. I don't want them in my dorm either. Maybe it's different for people who eat it a lot. But over here there's lots of people who love Indian food. And who would love it if they, like, if it all smelled like, yeah, I don't know. The happiest uni students I've met are the ones who live together with Indian fellas. Meanwhile, I'm here and I fry shit. We fry a lot. I don't want them in my dorm either. You don't want any of it? Calvin, I put a lot of effort into making all of this week. I didn't ask you to. Why are you getting mad? I know you didn't ask, but what will you even eat there? I don't know. There are cafeterias, instant noodles, whatever. I'll figure it out. I can't believe she gave him all the pieces. I'm just eating Cusca here. That's not healthy, Calvin. You can't eat out every day. Literally everyone there will be doing that. Oh. It's actually quite expensive to eat out every day, so, you know. So I talk to my mom a lot on the phone about recipes and stuff. I'm just trying to be helpful. Well, you're not. Why don't you just take some of it? You don't have to eat it. I said no, Mama. I'm done with this. This is a fresh start for me. I don't want to smell like Little India anymore. I just want to be normal. For once. Oh. Kana, the language you speak, the food you eat, the clothes you wear, only you should decide that, Calvin. You don't have to change who you are for us. But just be sure you're not changing who you are for anyone else either. Oh, that's some wisdom right there. Gee, Father. There's a wonderful and beautiful culture that's a part of you. It would be a shame if you chose not to be part of it, just because you think it's not normal. Then why did we even move here? We should have just stayed in India. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. It's just, there's no need to create a fuss over any of this. It's not like you're never going to see me again. I'll visit often, okay? Okay. And I'll call every week too. So please try not to worry, okay? Okay. Is that them? Yeah, I think so. Where's that girl? I've never seen her before. Smart kid. This is why he didn't want us to drive him. Chip off the old block. There he goes. I suppose it's good that he's independent and makes his own choices, even if they are so incorrect. Our choices were mostly made for us already. Whatever he chooses, at least, it will be his own decision. We just have to wait patiently for him to come back to us. Until then, it's just the two of us again, okay? Just like old times. We're unable to offer you our secondary teacher position at this time. However, we encourage you to apply again next year. Oh, did Calvin reach the university? Did he text or call yet? No. But we told him to text or call when he gets there, right? Yeah. Well, maybe he hasn't got... Oh, he has. I kept waiting and got worried, so I finally called him. He just said he forgot to inform us and hurried to hang up. Oh well, it's a big day after all. I'm sure he has a lot going on there. Oh sure, let your son do as he likes. I'm not going to bother anymore. He doesn't want to eat what we make, he doesn't want to speak in Tamil, he doesn't even want the name we gave him. I'm done chasing after him. Yeah, you're right. Oh wait, he forgot his headphones in his room. I was going to bring him to him next week, sometime. But maybe we should just let him pick it up whenever he's here next. Oh, you did? Of course, not Pavalat. We should help if we can. He uses those headphones all the time. It will be hard for him without them. What? Oh, you made that up. Is there anything more fleeting than your anger towards Carvin? That's what being a parent is, I suppose. When Carvin said he wants to pursue writing, I was so happy. Finally something we have in common. I wanted to show him all the works that inspired me, and all the poems and stories that I love. And the ones you wrote to. All the stories you read to him as a child were just ones you wrote on the spot. Yeah, but I doubt he even remembers them. I don't even know if he can read Tamil literature, much less understand it. I used to wonder why he wanted to turn his back on all the unique and special things his roots have to offer. But after that night in the park, maybe he's thinking it's better not to be unique or stand out in any way. And I don't think we can blame him for that. I guess it wasn't the best decision to move. So, I assume because he was like injured, his glasses were broken, his stuff was trashed and everything, and he didn't come home. He probably got like beat up, I guess. And he's like considered quiet and unsocial. So, you know, bigotry. And I could see how that can traumatize kids. Still not great. I don't get to write here. You don't get to teach here. It's hard for Carvin to be who he really wants to be here. Maybe you should, you should have stayed. You're going to suggest I would have been better off not moving here with you? My anger is going to be anything but fleeting. But come on. I know how much you miss home. Wouldn't you be happier back there? If I felt like I didn't have anyone, then yes, maybe I'd be happier then. But I have Carvin. And I have you. Home is where you two are. Longing for those who have forsaken you diminishes the beauty of the soul. Oh jeez. Stop it, calendar. That's pretty wild. Wait, oh no. Wait, no. Oh no. Well, I guess it could also just be old age. Okay. I curse on my second monitor right now. That's interesting. So it's like, it's probably rice, I'd imagine. With stuff in it. I don't know what it is. But having it fried like that is interesting. I mean, deep fried. There's a cookbook that comes with the game as well, by the way. I love it. I believe where the hints are, there's also like more information about the dishes and everything. But we didn't bother for this yet. I'm talking like this is like the end or whatever, but it's I'm not sure yet. Obviously. Is this like oil? I'd imagine. And some sort of batter. Ooh. Look, I know it's very stylized and everything, but it still looks good. I don't know what this is, though. Okay. Marinade, I guess. Does the whole fish get covered? Like extra much inside the slices? Peppercorns, I guess? I don't know what that is. Steel leaf. Dried ones. That's like chili oil, I guess. Ah, I used to have one of those. When I was volunteering at the refugee like camp and stuff, there was someone who was here from Japan. Mostly as a student, like a scholar, you know. And he was staying in our town and was coming to like these meetings and stuff, just talk to different people. And he asked, like, we talked a lot. And he gave me one of those rice cookers. He just gave it to me. It looked far less modern. It was like completely made out of steel. Like, I don't know, like, not steel, like, oh, I don't know what it's, like, this black thing, basically, just, you know? And you clamp it together on one side, you know? So it's less, like, it's an older model than that one, you know? He gave it to me, and you would just put the water and the rice in there, and it would just cook it on high heat, and then the steam would go out on one end. And then you would open it up and it would just perfectly cook the rice. Always. It was a fantastic thing. I don't have it anymore, sadly. Because it was a shape, like it was hard to clean. It was very hard to clean. So I guess that's rice flour there. Cilantro, I reckon. I hate cilantro. Seems like the game has still a lot more achievements, though. Sorry, I just tapped out for a moment because I wasn't sure if, like, are we close to the end already? Jeez. I really hope not. It just, this feels very much like a, oh, we're working towards something big. You know, I guess our son is coming home. Which is the big thing, but it feels almost as if it's like the finale of the game, you know? And I'd be generally surprised about that if that was the case. Happy table. Make the dinner spread. Arambikalama. Achievement. Is he gonna cancel on us? Thank you so much. I have a plan today, but I think I can stop by for a bit later tonight. I'll cook your favorite mutton. Hi, Amma. Thank you so much. Sure, Amma. I have a lot of plans today, but I think I can stop by for a bit later. Oh! Oh no. Good morning, Carvin. Have a great day. Good night, Kevin. Good morning, Kevin. Have a great day. Good morning, Amma. Good night, Kevin. Good night, Amma. Have a great day. Happy birthday, Amma. Thank you. Any fun plans today? Nothing, kinda. Might go to Hoppers today. They give 2 times points today. Oh, cool. Just, oh, cool. January. Gee. Like, I get being busy, but maybe they don't text much. Maybe they call. Like, I call my fans every other day lately. Lately, not so much. It's been a bit difficult to get a hold of them. But, you know, I try to at least call them, at least text them every day, every other day or something. Happy New Year, Amma. What plans today? Might see some friends. What about you? Not much, kinda. Come home when you have some time. It will be nice to see you. Ah, not today, Amma. Maybe another day. Okay, no problem. Good night. Me. Mom. Good mom, I saw this and it reminded me of you, lol. I will watch. Who are these people, Kana? Your friends? No, Amma. It's just a meme. Amma, never mind. How are you? Good, Kana. How are you? Had lunch? I'm good, Amma. Good night, Kevin. Good night, Amma. Oh, damn, he's like ignoring us a lot. Kana, it is Appa's anniversary today. Please call or see the party if you have time today. Hi, Amma. Sure will do. How are you feeling today? Fine. Appa's anniversary as in, like, he died? Like a year ago? At this point? I guess that recontextualizes as well, like, the, him trying to, like, here and there connect or bond over something that he likes, like memes. But also him, like, her reaching out to Carvin because she's lonely and she's worried about her son, obviously, and everything. And him, like, seeking the distance, sort of, to not have to deal with it as much, even if it's bad. In my opinion. Carvin. Okay. Good morning. Have a great day. Good morning, Amma. Good night, Amma. Good morning. Why are you getting these stickers? There's a free app I will share with you. No, no, it's okay. I was just asking. Okay. Hi, Kana. Happy birthday. If you're free today, can you come home today? It's been so long since I saw you. I'll cook your favorite mutton. Super. Sorry, Amma. Something came up last minute. I can't make it tonight. Oh. She went through the trouble and everything as well. There's like so much food. Tupperware. All the dishes. The worst part about it is, like, she's old. I don't know how the father died, but, like, imagine if you only call once a month. We're happy to inform you that your application for secondary position has been accepted. Nice. At least that's something good. Silicon Heartbreak. Read all the text in Venba's film. Yeah. Without one's dignity, one becomes a puppet to many strings. I'll finish the thought in a moment. Bachelor of Arts. Gunslinger. With a box of stuff in, I'll check that, I guess. Yo, that's hype. The exact vibe I was looking for. Great, but just so you know, that's not usually hung inside the house. Okay, so... let's say, hypothetically speaking, you just call your relatives once a month. And they only live for 3 more years. It's only 36 calls. That's not much. At all. But obviously, most relatives will live longer. But what if something happens? You know? And like, she's old. She's home alone and everything. Like, you know, he's a fully grown adult. If something were to happen to her, like, he wouldn't notice because he's not keeping in touch regularly. Like, I get worried about my parents when I can't reach them for a few days. You know, it's a rough time. Might I just like to hang it inside? Yeah, that's fine. I just need something unique and interesting here. By the way, for a school lunch scene... So he's working with movies? I was thinking it'd be cool if it was like a super diverse table of kids and they all shared food from different cultures. What do you think Priya's lunch should be? Chicken tikka? Spice vindaloo, maybe? Well, Priya is Tamil, so probably none of those. What if we show her eating nothing? Like, I would bring back my lunch a lot. I was too embarrassed to eat it at school. Maybe we can touch upon that. Oh. That might not fit the tone of the show. Just a fun scene that celebrates different cultures and the cuisines that really represent Toronto. You must have a favorite dish your mom made or something, right? Just feels weird for me to write a scene where she isn't even a bit apprehensive about the lunch. I was terrified to even open the lid. I get we're celebrating it, but a scene like this would make me feel like I was worried about nothing when I wasn't. To be fair, he shouldn't have been worried back then. I don't know. Aha, we can stalk his phone now. Hey, Calvin, I wanted to ask if you had any cool references for set designers as they design Priya's home. They can do their own research for sure, but maybe there's something cool you have in your home. Something cultural and potentially obscure. Oh, I don't know, man. You've seen my apartment. It's all movie posters and games. There has to be something you remember growing up with your parents. Right? Oh yeah, actually my mom left me a box of stuff before she left to India. I'll check that, I guess. Oh, Venba left for India. Yeah, that's hype. The exact vibe I was looking for. Oh. Read all the text in Carvin's phone. Doom scroll. Okay, if I have to give them a recipe, the least I can do is ensure it's authentic. I can't believe Amma didn't take the recipe book with her when she left to India, though. Well, it looks like she fixed a lot of these recipes. I can't read Tamil very well, but let's see. Oh, idlis. This is puttu? Oh, I remember making this with Amma and Appa. It was fun. Biryani, of course. Appa's favorite. Natakozi Colombo. It's like chicken soup, I think. She made this for me one time when I was really ill. This is the only thing I could eat without throwing up. I must have been around 5 then. I still remember the taste, the smell. And the day she made it, there was a phone call from India. The cooker was whistling. Amma fed it to me, but I think she was upset about something. I wonder what it was. Anyways, if I'm going to feature this recipe in the show, I better cook it once at least. Oh, how helpful. She's drawn cute pictures of the ingredients needed. I'll go pick those up first and then I can start putting it together. This is making me... I might just cry. Fuck. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. It just got to me. It got to me. What can I say? What can I say? I called my parents. Also, you know, because like, you know, it's 5 p.m., you know, my father just returned from work at this time. My mother should be home as well. I talked to them because yesterday, by the time that I was done with uni stuff, it was midnight already. And I couldn't call them. I haven't talked to them in a while because most of the time, you know, like, oh yeah, let's talk tomorrow, you know, we're too tired, etc. And you're like, okay. What can I say? So, we're here. We've got... I can't really read this, but thankfully there's a diagram. It looks like I have to mix the tamarind with the water to extract its essence multiple times. Oh, the water really changed color. I could add more water directly to this bowl, but that might dilute the extracted water. I need to find a way to separate the extracted water and the tamarind. The water isn't really changing color that much anymore. I think I've gotten everything I can from the tamarind. Let me add it to the other bowl and see. Oh. That's as much as I'm going to get, I think. I hope this means the tamarind water is ready. On to the next thing. Go big or go home. Well, I can't read this. Okay, well, there's no diagrams in this one. My Tamil isn't the most fluent, so I might not be able to translate this fully, but maybe I can do it step by step. I think I can make out a few of these words. Toast both the grains first. Nice. Just have to figure out the missing parts, and we can go step by step. Although I don't really see any grains. Did I mistranslate something? Shallots, garlic and ginger, mustard seeds, cumin probably, and mustard seeds. Add seeds, not grains. I can't count the number of times I've woken up to this sound though. How is it already smelling so good? Oh, I can read this part easily. Next, add red leaves and green chilies. I think you mixed those up. Oh, must have my words for red and green switched around. On to the next word. Add minced something and crushed ginger garlic. Shallots, probably? This smells so good. It's usually around this time Amma has me waving away all the steam from the smoke detector. Oh, what gives out water? First add that creates water, then add water itself. Okay, tomatoes. Because they leave water when you add fresh tomatoes. Frying it seems to release a lot of water. It does, always. Then add water itself. Tamarind water, probably. So that's what the tamarind water is for. No idea what this says, but only 2 ingredients left, so add and stuff to taste. The smell is really taking me back. Amma was upset because of the phone call she got from home. I think I remember now. Probably her parents dying or something. And they never got to visit. I'm sorry, Appa. I'm sorry I'm not there. I know. I thought she was getting better. It's almost to the end of the month, so I should be able to send you more money soon. No, it's okay. Let me at least be of use this way. Yeah, mother's sick. Can't read this part either, but there's not much to this. Just put everything in and cook, I guess. Go to chicken. Turmeric. Probably water. Oh. That's a nice transition, man. From the present to the past. I should keep going. Oh, that looks fantastic. Chicken stock always has some golden color, but the turmeric is making it look extra nice. Oh man, should we even feature this in the show? Some corporation is going to start selling an overpriced turmeric chicken stock after watching this. Okay, last step. We just have to mix these together, I suppose. Rasam is usually water, but here it's fresh chicken stock instead. It's really cool, bro. Wow. I wonder how Chris will describe this to the team. An exotic take on a chicken soup made from a variety of spices and aromatics. Gross. That looks great, Amma. A lot easier than I thought. Let's see if it tastes anything like that, eh? Successfully finished cooking with chicken rasam. Taking stock achievement. Amma? Why are you sad? It's nothing. Did I do something wrong? Oh no, Kanna. Not at all. I heard from him. Your grandmother. Amma loves her a lot. But sometimes people have to leave and go far away. And Amma will just miss her. Why is she leaving? It's natural, Carvin. Everyone leaves someday. Us too? It will happen to everyone. I won't leave you, Mama. Amma. Or Appa. Shit, the game's getting to me again. A humble porridge can taste sweeter than nectar when fed by the little hands of one's child. Thank you, Venba, miss. Yeah, I told you I'm terrible at this too. It's easy, Carvin. Listen. It's all about temperature control with dosa. First, pour water on the stone to reduce the heat. Next, set the fire to the low setting. Pour the batter, and since the stone isn't hot, you can spread the batter easily. Add oil around the edges and turn up the heat. This will fry the batter and make it easy to flip once the edges are brown. Then it's done. Easy, right? Yeah, for you, another disaster coming up. Oh no, I forgot. I forgot to turn up the heat again. The oil, it needs to fry. Right, there was an extra step. Oh my god. I did it. Good job. Ready to try something harder? Are you ready to try Otampam? Otapam? The dosa will be a bit thicker this time, so we can lay all the vegetables. It was like the pizza one, right? With all the toppings. Yes. Not really, though. Okay, now the toppings. Do I have to add all of them? Actually, you can just add whatever you like. Everyone's Otampam is different. Just make sure to add ghee first. Which sort of like flavor... I think it's sort of... If I remember correctly, ghee was sort of like butter that is... cleared? Kind of? I don't know. I think I'm gonna be hang of this. See? I told you it's easy. I haven't made this in a while. This was your Appa's favorite. Curry dosa is dosa with minced meat? Yes, exactly. We're doing it with mutton here, but you can do it with chicken, beef, or whatever you like. Good job, Kevin. Now we can start adding the curry toppings. Like Ottapam, we want to add the ghee first, then add the beaten egg as a coating and followed by the actual curry and finish with it. Coriander. Coriander's great. Curry, coriander. Fry it, flip it. And another one down. This is fun. Yeah, it really is. Doing great, Coven. You can start your own dosa restaurant when you go back. I know, right? Could probably run the best one. If there were restaurants that can serve dosas like this back there, you wouldn't have missed home so much and left, huh? I came here for more than just dosas, Carvin. Oh yeah, of course. I was just joking. Oh. Oh, is he wearing our father's glasses? Well, you start eating these. I'll make the rest, then join you. Oh no, I'll do it. Otherwise they'll get cold before you can eat them. Well, won't they get cold for you then? Let me do it. This one time, at least. Sure, Carvin. Successfully finished cooking with doses. Fermented feelings. Amma, I have something to show you. This is Amma's recipe book. Have you been using it? Wait, I didn't fix some of these. You fixed those too? And you wrote into meal? This is great, Carvin. Is this all research for that show you're writing? No, Amma. Actually, I quit that job. Oh, why? I felt like a fraud. I took the job because it was the first place that would hire me. I suppose the showrunners felt I could offer a meal perspective, but I've distanced myself from all of that my entire life. I couldn't even speak the language fluently. What perspective can I even offer? I've acted like being Tamil was inconvenient for me my whole life. But now I'm acting Tamil when it is convenient for me. When there's a job on the line, I couldn't deal with it. It's true, Amma. I'm just a tourist. And I wasn't there for you after Upper. And every time I wanted to apologize, I just felt too guilty to even face you. You've always said you stayed in Canada for me. I know how much it must have hurt for you to come back here. How much I must have hurt you. And Upper. It was so sudden. I always thought there would be time to tell him how much he inspires me. Even the stories he made up when I was a child and read them to me until I finally slept. My writing can't hold a candle to that. If I'm writing today, it's because of him. I'm still just trying to catch up to him. This is too much. That's not why I came here, Kevin. You didn't? I came here because that's what's best for me. And even though it hurt me, it's what's best for you. What do you mean? I loved living here. With people, my parents, my job, everything. Leaving India was necessary, but really hard. I felt bad for leaving. And I missed it so much that I wanted to raise you like we never left here. It must have been suffocating for you. And after Pavalan, well, coming back here and teaching all these kids has been great. If I had stayed there, I don't think I could have given you the space you needed. Thanks, Amma. How long are you staying for? I don't know, Amma. This is nice. What about you? Do you think you'll ever come back to Canada? I don't know, kinda. But this is really nice. Design and written by Alpi. Art director Samuel Kana. Producer and additional writing Sharon Khan. Lead programmer Abi. Additional programming Tatsuya Morita Ahad. Gameplay artist Ray Minos. Sound designer Neha Patel. VFX artist Danik Tummin. Music composer Alpha Something. Alpha Something. UX design Nathan Pillar. Opia. Additional design Jason Roy, Cecily Richard, Divya. I'm sorry. QA lead Lynn Alexandria Morgan. QA lead Jace Hijazi. I hope I'm not butchering these names. I can't. Divya, Sashi, and Vignesh Ravi. I can't pronounce those. Marketing, publishing support, propaganda, coding, development support, Laundry Bear, legal, Dale Dietrich, additional music credits, Cole Venba, Nidain Chilakuri. Oh, these are the songs. And Tick Tick. Additional music credits, music and lyric alpha something, mix and master, a bunch of people. I don't know. Special thanks to these people as well. Couldn't have done it without you, Shindana Ikonayaka. A special thanks to our TikTok wizard, Victoria Tron. Hey, she's cool. I know, I follow her on Twitter. Special thanks to Wholesome Games, powered by WWise and the Audio Kinetic team. Thank you for the generous support. Pixelis Montreal. Pixelis. Made possible with the support of Ontario Creates. That's a cute ass credit sequence right there. Alright, so as for different chapters that we can play, again, I plan on going through there again and just going for all the flavor text as well, because whenever you can go for a hint, you can also get some flavor text, like some information about the dishes that are being prepared, basically. Which is really great. I like that a lot. But aside from that, you can also get like other information, you know, like on it and hints and whatnot. But since we didn't do it for the first few dishes, I just never did it for the rest. I do realize that I wanted to, but I forgot, essentially. Aside from that, there's a recipe book. This one's free. It's like in there. So you can get all the recipes by Divya. Hey, now I have a chance to read it in full. Vivekanandan. Vivekanandan? Close enough. I'm sorry for butchering it. And then there's the actual steps and everything. Very, very cool. I love this. I love that they added this as well back in March, I believe. Yeah, March. And I believe they added also like the radio over here, and you can just listen to the different songs, like Tia. I'm looking for one song. Guess it was good time after all. I thought it, like, I was looking for a good time. Venba. How do I put it? Venba is great. Okay, first of all, I had to pause like twice because I had a little, you know, it got to me. Like stuff like that gets to me in games, you know. I can't handle family death or isolation like that, you know. The game, it really spoke to me, you know. As I mentioned, like my parents came to Germany from a different country. I was born and raised here. That sort of struggle for identity and my roots versus me, who I am and stuff, that is something that I feel a lot on a lot of levels. And I feel like the game represented that really, really well. Like, the explorations of that experience hits really, really fucking close to home for me. You know, it's like super touching and smart, like, you know, food as a part of culture and exploring, especially like at the end there when we not the end but like, you know, near the end when we cook that soup, you know, and it goes from the present to the past over and over, you know, like 2 times I believe. It is very, very smart, well done. Like, it's very, very smart in that regard. I found that interesting. It's very well designed. The game isn't too on the nose about some stuff, you know, like what happened to the father. Like, I'd imagine, like, he died a natural death, eventually. At least we didn't get any clues to that. But what happened back then, I'd imagine it's like bullying. You know, he's described as a soul, like a quiet worker, you know, who's not close to anyone really, or doesn't leave with anyone in particular. He was at home, he was at work, you know, he just left at some point. We didn't even notice, you know, probably left at that time. His glasses were broken. He had a scratch on his like face, probably like because someone slapped him down and it cut him. It happened to me before when I got into a fight once. As in, like, you know, when someone started a fight and nothing happened, but my glasses cut a bunch of skin off. Not too much, it's just, you know, it was a bit of blood. It happens. That said, I can see that being the case, like possibly bullying or discrimination of some sort. But the game doesn't dwell on that too much. Similarly, the game doesn't dwell too much on like the childhood of Carvin. Doesn't dwell too much on the experience of the parents, like Venba and her husband. I think the game definitely could have, like Pavalan and Venba, probably could have focused a bit more on the three, like Pavalan, Carvin, and Venba. I don't know. Insert food pan here. They could have let it marinate more. Sorry. No, it's a short but sweet game. I generally recommend checking it out if you haven't yet. I mean, obviously you've seen it now, full, I guess, if you made it here. But I don't know, it just felt... It hit very, very close to home. And also, as someone who loves cooking, you know, I love that there's like the recipes now. I'd like to, you know, cook these as well at home. And, yeah. The game is heavily stylized in terms of, like, you know, the color scheme is very bright and everything. So when there's the sad times and it goes more to black, like more grayish, you know, grayscale, it is pretty, like, noticeable, you know. The ingredients are recognizable even when they're stylized like this, you know. The tools are interesting to look at as well. And the puzzles themselves seemed intuitive. There were a few mistakes I made, but that's just my errors, you know? I believe there's some achievements, like the achievements that are left over, I just looked them up earlier. When I was looking up how long the game is going to go for, roughly. There isn't too much that is missable, aside from the two phone ones that we got. And the flavor text, I guess, that we didn't get, because I didn't look up at the flavor text, but I will. And... yeah, it's neat. I like that we can revisit the chapters to just go through the game again, but also the game is short enough, you know, like this has been an hour and a half now, like 90 minutes, you know. I've seen on How Long to Beat that people play like 2 to 3 hours. But I guess it really depends on the person and everything, and if you look at every single flavor text as well, and all the different things you can click on, I'd imagine it adds as well to the game. But also, I could see myself just how, like, I don't know. It's a great game. It's a very short game. I like it when games are, especially indie games, that have unique stories to tell. It's better to end on a good note, or end when you've told what you wanted to tell, rather than try to nail it home, I guess, more. So I'm a bit conflicted. On the one hand, I would have wanted to see more of the game and see more of these people's lives. But on the other hand, I don't know. The story is great in the way it is right now. I'd love to see something like a bonus chapter, theoretically, that had just some of the stories that Pavlan wrote for his kid, I guess. Or something like that. I don't know, it would have been cute. just a little bit something. A little slice of life that you don't need for completion or anything like that. Just a bit of something to savor at the end, like a little mint at an English restaurant. I know. I shouldn't bring up the English, especially when it's about a meal and Indian and stuff. Ooh. No, the game is great. I really liked it. I didn't think it would get to me this much. I knew when I played the demo some years ago, I knew that it was gonna be something that would hit very close to home. I didn't think it would hit this close to home. And yeah, if you want to check it out for yourself, it's currently part of Humble Choice. But, you know, it's like December at the time of recording this, you know? But I'll link the Steam page. I'll link the Steam page in the description. You know, depending on when people watch this, it might no longer be available. Who knows? It hits very close to soul. It has a lot of, like, you can really see, like, it's great. It's really great. I could see a lot, you know, like me reconnecting with my roots at some point was something I felt reminded of, but Coven's experience felt closer to my siblings. Like, my siblings now are in training for jobs and stuff, and they're speaking much more like Albanian. They're learning much more about our roots, I guess, and also showing more of an interest in it. In that regard, when people compare me and my siblings, you know, they're sometimes confused because I have an accent, because I learned our language first, and they started with German, and so that's a bit interesting, you know? I don't know. Carvin's experience reminded me a lot of my siblings. And that made me nostalgic. And for that, I'm thankful. Anyways, if you'd like to see more indie games and stuff, feel free to hang out, you know. I'll link my Twitch channel and stuff in the description. I'll have a review on this game out soon too. I love this game. This is great. This has been... There haven't been too many games that made me cry like this one, including Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and Nier Replicant. Oh, damn. But yeah, I had a fantastic time today. I'll see you around. Until next time. Bye-bye.